Dydd Gwyl, Dewi Hapus. Happy St. David's Day, March the 1st. No one knows exactly when St. David was born. In fact, it could either be the 5th or the 6th century, but we do know that he was a real figure that lived in the past. He became, of course, the patron saint of Wales. And if you go to Pembrokeshire, you can visit St. David's, which is named after the saint himself. He was a man of God. He established churches. He did the Lord's work. He went around doing good. And I think there's a lot there that we can emulate from the life of St. David. When you read pieces of literature that are written about him, then it's always in the positive. But, and this is the real point that I want to make, in the 9th century, so a number of years afterwards, 10th century to be precise, 930, many years after David died, there was a poem written that was using the spirit of David to basically drive out the English, to drive out the Anglo-Saxons from Britain. Now, David himself, as a Christian man, would not have put his name to that poem. David sent missionaries not only into Wales, but also beyond the borders. He didn't say to them, stop at Offa's Dyke. They went into England and also on the continent. And he also was attributed to being involved in Glastonbury Abbey. Now, whether he built it or not, historians aren't too sure, but he could possibly have been involved in some sort of extension that was added at a later date. But he was certainly involved in the southwest of England. As a Christian man, his love for people extended beyond the border of Wales. And we need to be careful in life when people try to put our name to something that we don't necessarily agree with or want to be involved with. You think about it. How many times do people try to draw us into their arguments? The best thing that we can do is to walk away, whether that be literally, which we may have to do sometimes, but most certainly here in our mind, walk away from being dragged into other people's arguments. Dydd Gwyl, Dewi Hapus. Happy St. David's Day. David, the patron saint of Wales, was a man of peace, a man of God, whose love for people extended beyond the borders of Wales itself.